Welcome back. Africa Health Excon, one of the largest conferences and exhibition in the world of health in Africa, is going to be launched under the auspices and patronage of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, being considered one of the largest annual events in the field of health at the level of Africa, reviewing international experiences and contributions to strengthening the medical sector at the level of our black continent. To shed more light on the important event and its timing, and also as a golden opportunity for all the companies working in the healthcare arena, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Ashraf Haider, Professor of Surgery at Cairo University and former president of one of our prestigious private universities. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Haider.
Thank you very much indeed. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
Thank you, sir. As I said, sir, the Africa Health Excon 2024 is one of the platforms or arenas, which is going to be one of the golden opportunities for many companies working in healthcare and medicine services to open new horizons of investments in all the black continent, according, of course, to the medical conditions and the healthcare systems in each of the African states. Would you please, sir, elaborate?
First of all, I would like to thank you for this interview, and I would like to highlight here that the most important thing that's going on is that we have this huge conference, the African Health Excon 2024, for the third time, and that ensures the status of Egypt among African countries and the African continent, and as being a central part in the world. Mm-hmm. Actually, this conference is held for the third time, and the increase in the number of companies and increase in the number of stakeholders and representatives from almost all African countries, and we, on the other hand, industry from all over the world, multinationals, from the east, from the south, from the west, from all countries, they play a major role in the communication and enhancing and empowering Egypt as a hub for industry in the current future and in the future also. Because actually this has a direct impact on the economy of Egypt and in its status.
Yeah. Sir, as a professor of surgery, I think you yourself had this experience of having many patients coming from all African states to have their surgeries here and to receive their medications here. And I was very proud when I knew that Egypt was keen to exchange its experience, its very successful experience when eradicating virus C, for example, hepatitis C, from Egypt. And this experience is already exchanged or conveyed to other African states. How do you see this conference as a continuation of the Egyptian drive to make sure that we are going to continue exchanging experiences and conveying our very successful experiences in the field of healthcare?
Yeah, as you mentioned, that is extremely important because the healthcare services in Egypt is actually a global and as an international level.
Yeah.
We are practicing here evidence-based medicine. We are practicing here international protocols for treatment. And as you mentioned, we are the first country to have been successful in eradicating virus from Egypt. And this experience is very well recognized by the World Health Organization. And if you know this, we have the Middle East office here in Egypt. And actually, this has a direct reflection on other countries in the region, and we can transfer our technology and knowledge in eradicating important endemic diseases in Africa. And that's not only improving the services for our patients from Africa who come to Egypt, but also a significant number of students, African students, come for higher education in Egypt from different countries from all over Africa. They continue their higher education. So we are actually a hub for education, and those are the future leaders of Africa. and that is extremely important. And on the other hand, we have the communication between people in industry and in the education as well as in the service. This type of integration and multidisciplinarity empowers the condition and empowers the market and empowers the economy of Egypt.
That's sir. And to qualify the youth cadres to be able to run medical facilities in Africa, I think that this is another pivotal and vital and positive role played by Egypt in this regard. Sir, you mentioned a very important part or side of the coin, which is education, and to qualify the cadres, as I think. I'd like to, if you permit me, to go a little bit to another side of the coin, which is investments. Because when it comes to investing in the, for the medical companies, for those interested in invading this field, I think this conference, an expo to be accurate, it's a golden opportunity for them. To what extent do you think that this is going to be a very good chance to sign deals, protocols, to make sure that we do have such a fruitful coordination among different concerned institutions? What?
Yeah, I tell you, this is the third conference to be conducted related to these activities you are mentioning. And of course, this empowers and enhances the situation and moreover open more market for Egyptian companies and industry in the African continent and in African countries. Of course, the exchange and the communication and the signing and of memorandum of understanding, whether for in having students or even patients or even coming to Egypt, those students and patients, it increases the flow of currency from Africa and improves our situation. This is like a sort of educational tourism and health tourism.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, when we have our companies going to be sold in Egypt, that is installed and expanding in Egypt for the new open market of Africa and exporting medicine, and exporting facilities, and exporting the equipment and supplies. Even if we are a hub to international and multinational companies to Africa, is again an important economic value.
Yeah.
And increases the financial sustainability of our economy and a direct reflection of the African investment in Egypt. Probably in this conference, we will see the flow of money coming from African businessmen and trying to do investment with Egyptians as partnership in Egypt, because we are also, as you know, of course, we are a window to export, not only to Africa, but to all over the world.
We are the gate to Africa, and we are the connection between the northern and southern side of the Mediterranean. This is a fact.
That's most important.
Yeah, amen to that. And sir, if you permit me also, I'd like to express my pride when I knew that there are specific deals which are going to be signed here because of the trust in the Egyptian medications, in the Egyptian drug, in the generic Egyptian drug. I mean, here it's also the kind of exchanging views or exchanging experience in the field of scientific research. And to have this trust in our drugs, I think this is a tough task which was not achieved easily, if you agree with me on that.
I totally agree with you on this, because the pharmaceutical industry in Egypt is having a long history, more than 40, 50 years of history.
Yeah.
And this history actually is now in a stage of maturation. We started already to go to the field of biotechnology,
yeah,
as well as new products that have never been in Egyptian market before, and we are exporting this to other countries. Of course, exporting to Africa after having partnership and after having I can say the public health component and the surveys.
Yeah.
In order to know what are the exact diseases through the WHO. This is a major shift to the pharmaceutical industry in Africa. And as I told you, having this conference for the 3 successive years is already a great successful story, and this ensures the stability of Egypt and the status, and following the orders of our President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, in order to have Africa as part of us.
Amen to that. Africa is our strategic depth. Africa is our dear, beloved black continent. Well, Dr. Ashraf Haider, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day.
Pleasure. Thank you.
By this, we come to the end of our episode. Stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates. Many thanks for watching. This was Nermeen Abdurrahman.